first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs, the Philadelphia 76ers have everything to fight for. Their path is simple. Down 3 games to 1 in a must-win situation. They must bring tenacity, the heart, and an absolute will to win as they face elimination against the Celtics. Will there be an upset in round 1? It's all coming up next.
Round 1 in the East continues on 2K Sports. Tonight could bring this series to a conclusion or totally reshape it. We're ready for Game 5. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. A look at the 76ers starting group. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front, and it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. George against Tatum.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
First team foul.
And Boston has possession. Pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. White can't hit. Now here's Maxey. Over to the left wing. Embiid drawing the double team. Shoots over Vucevic. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way though.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him 3 points at the line. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Maxey. Back to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. And here's Oubre from the arc. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Tatum. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
Well, if you talk about the very best wings in the NBA, Jason Tatum is up there. His ability to score is a game changer.
Now here's Embiid. Tries the spin move. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Good work defensively by Oubre. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And stolen by Brown. Now Vucevic. Embiid covers. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
George passes to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. The 3 from Edgecombe. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Boston.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Tatum passes to Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Vucevic has got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, defensively, you have to keep track of Vucevic at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
And Boston with some changes. Tatus checked in for Vucevic. Garza comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Ben in for Derek White. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Embiid finds George. Back to Embiid. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Cash money from 16 feet away. Embiid's got his second basket.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Substitution on the court.
1:24 left in the first. Pass to Gonzalez. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Hauser. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Gonzalez misses. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Maxey passes to Oubre. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 46 seconds left in the first quarter here. It's stolen by Oubre. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Getting out in transition, you love to see this hustle from Embiid.
Hauser outside. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Garza. Soft touch off the glass.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
For Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Here's Maxey. That'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sixers ahead. They lead by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Hauser passes to Gonzalez. Right side Brown, and that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Here's George. He takes it in, and George with the jam.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
Here's Gonzalez. Maxey covering, and Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Ben, he's checked in for Boston. On defense, the Sixers. Drops in the 3. Hauser's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Maxey on the wing, defended by Hauser. 6 to shoot. The three is up. George for three. Boston pulls it in. Brown scanning the floor. Pass to Ben. Here's Garza. George defending. Garza's shot is good. Garza's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Maxey, that's good.
Man, that's just fantastic use of the mid-range by Maxey.
Celtics trail by 3. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Tatum, he's checked in for Banton. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Brown passes to Queta. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Lowry. Shot clock at 6. Here's the pick. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Grimes' shot is off. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Some changes for Boston. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. White comes in for Garza. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Hauser. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. And here's Brown for 3. They get it back. And it's all tied up. Vucevic has got 7.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Here's Lowry. And the layup is good off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside White. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
Once again, fans, that was Celtics Entertainment.
A minute 15 left to play in the half. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Tatum against Oubre. Outside Tatum. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer Pritchard. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. George outside. Nice D from Vucevic. Boston trailing. Pass to White. Tatum from long range. JT for 3.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Back to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What an ending to the first half. A buzzer-beating 3 to take the lead.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top. They lead by a bucket. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their season hanging in the balance. They've competed. It's still a long shot, but they might just pull this off.
Impressive effort, especially out here on the road.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, a chance for them to close out the series.
Yep, that's right, Ernie. But these games are tough. I mean, those other guys, they're fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah, so you got to get on them early. Come out strong and dominate like I always did. Don't give them the slightest hope.
Well, I, for one, am hoping for a good game. Don't take the hope away from Shaq. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the three. Up top, Brown. No points so far. Tatum passes to Vucevic. Off target with the three.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Maxey on the wing, defended by Pritchard. Vucevic against George. And Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
The Sixers trailing. Embiid, a screen on Tatum. Pass to Embiid. Back to George. The kick out to Maxey. The three ball. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxey's got 10 points.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
White with a screen on George. Tatum looking it over. Takes it inside. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Out to Oubre. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall. Oubre's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his third foul of the game. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia.
Philadelphia substitution.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Tatum against George. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers lead by 3. White with the steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Here's Brown. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Brown's got his first basket.
Well, we see this every night now. Tatum has become an excellent playmaker, a point forward in many ways.
Maxey against Pritchard. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the inside. And stolen by Edwards. Lowry outside. Pass to Drummond. Back to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drummond with the screen. Lowry, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Down low. It's stolen by Drummond. Inside, Barlow. Rebound Boston.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Philadelphia leading by 3. Edwards, the pass to Barlow. He's off on the layup. 1:05 left in the third. Here's Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown finds Tatum. And here's Vucevic. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Vucevic has got 9 points.
The sure stroke of Vucevic when he added that three-point shot in his 6th season. He has loads of trust in his jumper. All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Hauser passes to Brown. Here's Gonzalez. There's Tatum with the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Lowry. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Sixers on top, up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Walsh in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Embiid. Hauser grabs the board.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
Here's Walsh. Here's Keita. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Brown passes to Hauser. Pass to Keita. Brown inside. Maxey covering. Brown can't hit. The Sixers lead by 4. And he lobs it up top. Embiid throws it it down.
And just a huge exclamation point on that finish. Embiid never turns down an opportunity to intimidate the opponent.
Tatum with it. Guarded now by George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And some changes here for the Celtics. Vucevic, he's checked in for Queta. Derek White comes in for Garza. And Pritchard is subbed in for Hauser. Maxey against Pritchard. He shoots it. White can't hit. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. George against Tatum. From deep. Up again. Just in time with the putback.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Outside Tatum. Now Vucevic shoots a free. George is there for the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
From 15 feet away, good for 2.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Celtics trail by 10. Tatum with it. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Maxey, here's George. No stopping him from 16 feet out.
Such a pure score. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Steps back. Tatum. Oh, touches it off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
White with a steal. Now Vucevic. White outside. Tatum. The 3 is off.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastic to the shoot.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night. In this series setup, Game 5s are so important. A massive win for the 76ers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And a gutsy showing that'll force a Game 6. They're not ready for their season to be over just yet.
And it says a lot about the character of this team. With all the pressure in the world on them, they come out and perform. Still 2 more must-wins in front of them, but they'll go into Game 6 believing this series is theirs for the taking.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Out of bounds, it'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Well, that last play pretty much sums up their effort in this one. Not good.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-4 run. So it's the 76ers, winning this one easily. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It would be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beat by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.